Recording. Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Drew Smith, and today I'm here with Mackenzie Reeves. Mackenzie is a freshman, and so we will be talking about her experience in the dorms. All right, Mackenzie. So, can you first off introduce yourself, please?
Hi, I'm Mackenzie Reeves, and I am a freshman here at the University of Oklahoma. I live in Walker Tower on the 11th floor.
So, Mackenzie, let's talk about the beginning. So, you move into Walker Tower. What were you experiencing? What were you thinking? What were you expecting?
Well, I was definitely nervous. I've lived in the same house my whole life, so I've always been very comfortable with my room and my house and everything. And I had heard stories about the dorms. I was really nervous. I'm kind of a germaphobe as well, so I didn't know how clean and everything it would be. And yeah, some of those things definitely worried me. But I was excited to live with my roommate and meet new friends as well.
Wow, that's yeah. I mean, that's an interesting perspective. I mean, don't I've never really heard that, but so now that you talked about before, like how would you actually rate just your experience like now that we're coming to the end, you're about to move out. How was it living in the dorm?
I would say living in the dorm was amazing. I love my roommate and my suite mates and my whole floor. I love every one of them. I think it was a humbling experience because it isn't the best dorms out there. It's not like at home I have a bigger bed and a bigger room and my own bathroom to myself, but it's very humbling having to share an old bathroom with three other girls and share your space with other people and it be older and everything. So I would say overall, it was a really great experience. I definitely did get a little bit of a cough at some points, which I don't know if that was due to the humidity or whatnot, but it didn't affect me too bad. But I just had a great experience.
So you just mentioned like cough and stuff. Like, do you ever hear anything about like some of the issues though within the dorms? Like even like I guess living before you moved in and even like during like just hearing stuff like what did you kind of hear and stuff?
Yes, I had heard about mold poisoning and how that would affect some of the residents' lungs. Some people having it worse off than other people. I personally know some people who got really, really sick and had like a really high fever, but there's also people that just have, some cough or runny nose or whatnot. Whether that's due to mold poisoning or some other factor, I'm not sure, but yeah, I definitely heard about those, and those were some of my concerns moving into the dorms.
And so and that brings up like the winter storm. Like after that, what was that experience like though? Too, I mean, record low temperatures. Like you're stuck inside. Like what was? Did you have any technical difficulties or anything like that?
With the winter storm, honestly, it wasn't too bad because of course, I mean, I would way rather be cold than hot. So like if it was a little cold, like I'm fine with that. Like I just would way rather be cold. Of course, the power went out a couple times. But the power went back on not like too long after. And it was kind of a fun experience with my friends being all scared and like right when the power first went out, we all went into the hallway and we're all like, oh my gosh, like every single door opened at down our whole hallway, and I'm like, that's never happened before where we're all out at the same time. So that was kind of funny, like us all being scared. But honestly, the power went back really soon, and it wasn't too freezing. So
Okay, wow, that's yeah. I mean, it was crazy just living through that. I mean, just it was mind-boggling. So, I mean, mentioned like new dorms. Like, what are your kind of thoughts? Like, are you kind of do you kind of jealous? Do you think the kids? Do you think they should be able to live in the dorms that you live in to just kind of experience? Like, what are your thoughts about that?
I would not say I'm jealous at all. I think it's awesome that they'll be able to live in new dorms. Of course, I, you know, I definitely wanted to live in nice dorms, but living in the dorms was such a humbling and fun experience. So I'm not jealous by any means. I think it's awesome that they'll be able to live in new dorms, especially because I always kind of wonder if some reasons that some students do go to other universities rather than OU, is it because of the dorm? So I think it's good for OU to get some new dorms so that some kids, that's not a factor in their decision of whether to attend OU or not. But overall, I'm really excited for them. It's kind of sad that these dorms are going to be demolished eventually because, of course, so many people have lived in here. They just have so much history and so many fun times, I'm sure. But, I guess it's part of life, get some new nice stuff.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, I was doing research, and it's just those things have been up since like the '60s. So like it's, I mean, and like you said, like at a point, I guess it starts to become like just all the infrastructure just it's crumbling
mhm.
old. So, but yeah, I get. So, what are your plans for like next year? Are you like uh are you gonna live? I guess you're not living in dorms next year. You gonna what are you planning to do living wise next year?
I will live in my sorority house next year.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Um, that's probably gonna be way different than having to live in a dorm house. I bet is.
that's for sure.
I mean, they. I've never really been inside a sorority house, so I don't like. I've been there for a couple, things with fraternity group life, but I mean, hey, you guys do good jobs with those houses, so like you're gonna be doing good next year. So
Yeah, I'm excited.
all right, um, thank you guys very much, Mackenzie. I appreciate you taking your time out doing this. Um,
Of course.
so this is it. Thank you guys.